of the Wing Sung 698. Now this review is a little bit late because I made the mistake of recording it a little too late last night, and yeah, I'm not a night person. So, sorry for the delay. I always try to have them up by 3 Mountain Time on Wednesdays, and this one was late. Alright, so the Wing Sung 698, as you can see here, is a very plain pen. I opted for the gray version. There is a demonstrator out there. In fact, I think there's a demonstrator with a silver finish and a demonstrator with a gold finish. And I just prefer the solid gray version. So, let's take a look at it. So you look at it, and it is a pretty plain, unassuming pen. Wing Sung has the word lucky on the clip. I don't know why, but it does. 698, and then some Chinese lettering. Now, I can't demonstrate it because there is ink in this pen, but the piston, I don't know if you heard a snap there, actually locks in place so I can't just turn it. Open it up, you have I guess a vaguely Montblanc type ink window, but not the same. The nib, I know they're coming out with some other sizes, and I think some of them are somewhat flexible. But, you know, fairly plain, ordinary nib. A Pilot Metropolitan type of feed, which, incidentally, if you're into that kind of thing, you could replace this with one of the nibs from a Pilot Metropolitan and get a piston fill pen with a Pilot nib and feed, or even just nib. Not much on the cap finial, nothing on the blind cap finial. Sorry, not blind cap, piston turning knob. Wow, that was awkward. So I bought this pen. There was kind of a bunch of reviewers did reviews of this pen all at once, and I just thought, yeah, I want to try it out. And it turned out it was nice. I always like to write with a pen for a while, you know, go through a few fills, at least 2, if not more, before I review it. And this has been through several. And in fact, I've had several times where I've had good intentions of filming the review and then just, I don't know, for whatever reason, filmed a different review, or had that whole mass of reviews I filmed at the end of August, and I'm hoping to film another mass of them here soon. But anyway, I'm to that point now. I've heard this compared to the TWSBI Eco. I have never used one, so I can't speak to that. I think it compares favorably to my TWSBI 580. I would give the edge to the TWSBI just for a more quality feel. But this is a nice pen. So let's see how it writes. By the way, one of the ways you can tell I was tired last night, ask any of my pen pals. When I write late at night, my handwriting gets messy and large. So but this will be a good comparison because let's get a little closer here. Okay, too close. Take a good look at what color that is. Look at the word test here. I'm going to write the word, I'll just write the letter T beside it. So this is kind of an interesting ink. It gets darker over time. That's enough of that. All right, and I am on the last page of this notebook. So, oh, I don't have the next one down here. So I will be reviewing this notebook one of these days soon. I will probably sacrifice a page in the new one for the writing part of that. So the furnace just kicked on. Yay, forgot to turn it down. So this is a Wing Sung 698, and I have the fine nib in it. My ink is Platinum Classic Lavender Black. You can even see it getting darker as it sits there on the page. Don't expect a flex pen. There is a touch of line variation in this nib. So that's pretty nice. Wetness and flow. Not I think it's a reasonably wet pen. I'm happy with it. I don't have any troubles with the flow. I have no complaints with this nib. It's a fine nib. Let's see, smear test. Yeah, that's pretty wet. And then, of course, reverse writing. Very scratchy, oops, very scratchy, and I'd call that extra fine. So I'm going to do my writing sample while the furnace runs because I block out that sound anyway. And we'll talk to you some more about it afterwards, after the furnace stops. So, as you heard there, the furnace is a little noisy. I have to say it's a lot quieter than the old furnace. The old furnace sounded like somebody was starting up a motorcycle down here. So, a little better. But anyway, this is one of the more expensive offerings among the Chinese pens. I'm not going to deny that at all. Some may say it doesn't offer enough to really justify that cost. I say you get a piston filler. You get pretty quality manufacture. You get an attractive pen, if not one of those, whoa! But again, at this price point, what do you expect, really? I am happy with it. I would happily recommend this pen to anybody. I will throw one caveat out there. If something does happen to this pen, I'm not going to replace it. Not because I don't like it, just because I'm learning I have other pens I like better, and this just isn't one of them. But it is a good pen. It's a low-cost pen, and it's a pen I could happily recommend. So I thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.